Wake up, San Francisco. It's Escape Reality Podcast with Justine.
Geneva, what's that from?
Oh, Full House. Danny Tanner, baby.
Oh, Wake Up San Francisco. Sounded like I thought you were gonna do the Good Morning Vietnam.
I'm way too young for that.
I know, right? We're here
I'm
talking
just
Seeking
joking.
Sister Wife. Everybody who doesn't know about the heat wave slamming
Heat wave.
the great state of California, the dramatics coming out of the state are quite extreme. Justine,
I know Geneva's living in Vegas dealing with this shit all the time.
Yeah, like Munch was just texting me. She's like, "Oh God," because we're going to Mexico next weekend, just to Baja. And she's like, "Oh, it's gonna be so hot." And I look it up, and it's 81. I'm like, "What do you mean so hot?" She's like, "80s is hot." It's like, God, Californians are such pussies.
Is that not normal for Mexico?
I mean, I guess it's a little late. I guess it's just right south of San Diego.
This is our future, man. Our poor kids are gonna. The world's over. Yeah, lakes are drying up. Seeing dinosaur footprints. Yeah, boats Lake from Mead World War II.
The lake near here, it's half of what it was. Yeah,
it's pretty scary.
It's over sooner than it's beginning, is what it seems like. You know,
I love how California, they send out these alerts. Don't use set your thermostat to 78. They didn't nobody gave a flying fuck to put a mask on. You think anybody's gonna freaking put their thermostat down? No one cares about anyone else.
Out here, they put out here too, no one don't cares. Charge your electric car or whatever. People are, I mean, if we learn,
it seems like we should have solar powered cars eventually, right? Why can't they just put solar panels on top of cars and bing bada boom?
Right, that'd be great.
Driving around.
Yeah, I mean, Justine from Two Black Girls, One Rose, the other Justine.
How dare you say that?
Do you have people that send you voice notes? I'm starting to get a lot of people who we voice note each other back and forth. So she voice noted me, and she's like, "I'm watching Married at First Sight San Diego," which I did not know the latest season is in San Diego. She's like, and I'm dying because it's they're out on a boat and the guy's in a fur coat and hat. She's like, "Is this real?"
Freezing.
It was chilly. It was probably 60 degrees and people were panicking. So it sounds about right. She says it's a phenomenal season of Married.
I'm sure it's phenomenal. That's what everybody says. It's phenomenal.
I'm gonna watch it because I'm looking for a show. So I'll report
that's not it. You go online and
Married at First Sight.
Oh God, I think it's torture, but
I know you hate it.
If they can tighten it up, and Tyler's mom's telling me to watch it too. She told me about that a long time ago.
I give it a healthy.
I can't watch it.
All about the fast forward.
Well, then what's the point of watching a show though? If you have to fast forward through a show, do you really like the show?
One couple's super compelling to me.
And the show
I want to watch their story, so then I just fast forward to it. I don't mind.
Okay,
shows like that I can just if there's two people and they always do a rotation.
God bless you. They got a sucker. Okay. Okay. Well, then what's the point? I don't know.
I love that's your bar. Married at First Sight is.
Well, just boring.
You draw the line, right?
It's a great concept. It's just boring. The Australia was decent, but it was still kind of boring.
Yeah, Australia was good.
Too much time with people.
We're talking the final finale of Seeking Sister Wife.
Sister Wife, I think, is great. I mean, all you need is an hour with these freaks. Even though this episode, why did they waste our time? So we've got two couples. I feel I want to throw a rock.
It tells you everything about what they thought of who the actual stars were.
They had nothing.
These were the couples. Of all the people, maybe you throw Marcus in there, maybe, but of everybody, these two groups were the stars.
What did Marcus and them ever even really give us? It was a waste of our time. If they didn't even finish and wrap them up, they wrapped them up by the fire last week. That was it.
We need a marriage or a death. We need
something. Why even the shows? Don't put the show on then, right?
Right.
Even though Danielle did come through full force, I gotta give her that. It was worth the junk at the beginning.
Let's start with, I guess, Roberta making the greatest move of her life. Power move, taking 10 grand, cutting them off. I thought this was
and more than that. It sounds like they were just kind of scared to say the truth.
Yeah.
It's probably that much a month. How much money is Garrick making for such an idiot?
Give her the Oscar because I bought it. I thought she was upset. Like I didn't think she was coming to America, but I thought she was invested in the relationship. Did you not? Like you thought it was a hustle
No,
the whole
no,
time?
I'm just torn. I feel like something happened because Garrick, his eyes, I don't trust that he's as shocked as Danielle. It seems like Danielle's the only bamboozled one. It seems like Garrick knows something that he's not saying.
The fact I put this on Twitter and a lot of people agreed. If you don't follow us,
100%
on Twitter,
a quadrillion percent.
The fact that he didn't cry,
it angers me.
She's having the biggest breakdown of her life, arguably. Like she looked like she was legit losing her mind.
Like she lost a child.
That's actually exactly what I was going to say. It seemed like the death of a child. Meanwhile, he has been crying throughout this entire shit. He's crying. He sees her, he cries. She calls, he cries. He gets a text, she cries. And now he's not crying. She's not coming. She fucked you and you don't care. It's weird.
That's why it seems like either they have a secret thing that they spoke about or something happened or something. Maybe he's just that nuts.
There's a missing piece. I don't know.
There is. And the way that she was acting so crazy, either she's really abused mentally or she's just that crazy. Or she really is really this invested in wanting a sister wife and we just all don't believe it.
Yeah, like her reaction was like she had just won $100 million and it was holding
and ripped the ticket.
She had it in her hand and someone lit it on fire on her body. And it's
like people that bought Bitcoin and then got rid of the hard drive or whatever. And they're walking going through junkyards looking for
the Bed Bath & Beyond CEO jumping off the 17th floor. It's like, it's that kind of reaction. Like it was a wild, like, I don't know.
The Bed Bath & Beyond guy,
like that.
He jumped because it's going broke.
I mean, it must have been a multitude of factors.
I don't know how that store lasted as long as it did. It seems like a scam all the time. I mean, it's an awesome store, has a lot of stuff, but you never saw anybody buying anything in there. It was all overpriced.
To me, it's seasonal buying. You get a group every August who's going to college, who's like, fuck, I don't know where to go. I'll go to Bed Bath & Beyond and buy all of this shit there.
Everything's
That's
overpriced.
Like the only time I ever went there. It was like freshman year of college.
Yeah. My parents are too cheap to take me. I'm going to Walmart or even I think Target must put them out of business. I just can't believe it lasted that long.
Yeah, I mean it's still around. They were just cutting back too. It wasn't like they're done.
They're huge spaces in high-end areas and no one's buying anything to stay afloat.
And everybody has coupons from 7 years ago they still try to use.
Stupid 20% coupon holding up the line. No one's in line. They just have that fancy candy you gotta love.
Yeah. All right, back to Bert. I'm a little disappointed we didn't see her side of it. We're never gonna know what the hell happened here.
I feel like maybe she scammed him, but I don't think it was a scam to begin with. I feel like, do you think it's a whole scam from her and her mom was involved in everything? And the mom is sitting in there knowing that she's going to take money?
I just don't know. It makes no sense to me. I guess like it's just like her reaction. So she's a polygamist. She's gonna live with them, sister, whatever the fuck. Then they start recruiting a sister wife. You FaceTimed with her and was like, hi. You saw them all together. You knew they were, and that's the straw that broke the camel's back of all this bullshit. I don't know. I just don't buy it.
Right.
It doesn't make sense to me. So
do you think Garrick got her pregnant and that it was hush money? $9,800 isn't going that far forever, even in Brazil.
I assumed
right?
that was the amount for like the visa. That's how I saw it. Like
that's what she was probably scamming for.
Gave an amount for like this is how much to get the green card or whatever to get the K1.
I love how not one person feels bad for Garrick and Danielle.
No, I don't. I feel
Danielle seems unstable. It shows what a fucked up relationship she is in.
Yes, like she somehow. It went from I'm getting divorced, I'm devastated to like she somehow saw Bert as like an out to something. And like the devastation she felt or was like showing there seemed like a deep personal loss. Like her lifeboat just fucking deflated.
Like a tornado went through the town and you went back to your house and your dog didn't make it. And the kids got lifted up in a bathtub and they are gone.
Yes. It's crazy.
Her opening up. Who? So I guess I thought it was Garrick videotaping her. I guess it was the son, which is even more fucked up.
I saw this on Twitter.
That's
crazy.
Really messed up.
Yeah.
And then you say like she doesn't care about the princes. So do they call the boys the princes and never brought that up? They don't care about my mom and dad. No, she doesn't give a shit. No one cares about your mom and dad. And your mom and dad need to smack you straight. Your dad's sitting there talking about how they were gonna miss her, and it's just crazy. This family is
so wild.
Are they that nice? Are they dumb? You're too nice to a point where you're dumb as shit. I can't believe some Bertie Madoff hasn't come and wiped you guys out completely, you idiots.
I know. I was thinking that same thing. Like the second I saw that and it was like her crying, I was like, what percentage of viewers feel any sympathy for the situation? And I highly doubt you find.
And then they're right back in the saddle.
Yeah,
and then the family, we're going to do it again.
They got the sister room ready. That's the other creepy part. It's like, why are the two women sleeping together like we're 1950s spinsters? Like, I don't understand what's happening there. All of it. They have a
secret handshake when they hand off they're slapping each other out.
Get a group bed like this. Get a group bed, get a 12-foot bed, get on the train of Nick and Danielle and the crew. That's how we do things.
And it's just crazy that she's moving her stuff back into the room and she's crying. And I thought she was my sister. I thought she never loved me. She never loved you. She was having sex with your husband after you divorced your husband, you idiot.
I know.
And the whole thing with Garrick having and then he looks so guilty in the eyes, doesn't he? And that's how he's always looked.
Like, it's a good point. It seemed like, again, like he wasn't shocked. His reaction was nothing like her reaction. And yes, hers was an overreaction, but it was an authentic reaction to me.
Right.
Whatever he was doing, it seemed very off to the rest of how he's been this entire time. Yeah, it was weird.
And who thought to videotape her? Her kid didn't. I mean, they would be just so distraught seeing their mother shaking, convulsing. Like, I mean, it was just one of the craziest times that they're going to be.
I can remember. I don't know if you can. I can remember the few times I saw my mom cry, like as a child. Period. Like
I can't even remember seeing.
Oh, I remember crying. Like 2 times, and it's imprinted in my brain because it was like it was obviously something massive was happening. It was just like tears. It wasn't even like hysterics. I can't
even
imagine.
At my grandparents' funeral. I mean, I'm an emotional basket case, crying. So no, I don't. I'm sure she was, but I was so distraught.
You're the emotional person for the entire family and everybody else is like,
I'm a mental case. I was like sobbing. Yeah. My mom is very, very even keeled and like healthy. Yeah. Or I mean, but it's healthy to cry. Not that she's not, but
right.
I can't remember her crying. I think she cried a little bit maybe when I flipped my car and she saw that I almost died. I think maybe then. God, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Danielle, I mean, if my parents pulled this shit, I would be out of that house.
Oh. God, it's just
as soon as I could. I'd be staying at friends' houses and I'd be gone.
Yeah.
It seems so weird in that little room. Yeah, the guest room that they have set up like
you're on beds or something.
You're on Virginia like, Beach trip with somebody's family.
It's weird.
Danielle seems super, super abused or something. It's not a healthy response. Even if Bert didn't come and she was really into it, that was not a healthy response for anything.
No, not at all.
Unless she really wiped them out way more financially.
That would make sense too, but then he would be more upset. It's his reaction that's weird.
He seems
like her reaction was weird too.
He had a deal with her of some sort that he knew.
I doubt it's the end of them. It'll come out one way or another.
And for Bert, though, if she's a scammer, would she be showing her face and giving all that information about herself so freely?
Right. Well, you gotta do what you
and having her mom on and everything.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I bet
it was a fantastic ending. One of the best endings to
when it opens,
a show.
If it opens with an iPhone camera video, I'm in. You know it's some shit already. I don't care.
Was
Give
great.
me the footage.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk Nick and Danielle and the family. Okay.
They are kind of weird.
I have a staggering fact that I finally paid attention to this episode. The lead woman, what's her name? April?
April, yeah.
36 years old.
Wow.
That's 36. That's our age. I thought she was 50. I'm not even fucking kidding. I thought she was 45 if she was a day.
Wow.
36.
She's got viable eggs. Nick, plant it.
She could have kids right now.
People on the internet.
The old senior.
She does.
Because she
really does.
See, this is.
This is the creepy part when you put her up against a 22-year-old.
Exactly. Ever since you said that about like people are saying he's a pimp or whatever, it's like I think
I can't unsee that. I know it's hard.
There's a lot that goes into that, right?
Not
like,
that he is a pimp, but
no. I'm not saying he's a pimp, but there's a lot
of
I
know what you mean. I don't want
stereotypes and shit and whatever. But ever since you said that, I'm looking at her and I'm like, fuck. She's 21. This other woman's 36, but seems 90 because she's been in this game for like 10 years. The young recruitment age is the problem for me. If she was 25 and above, I'd feel way better. The fact that she's 21.
So she can't even rent a car. Yeah.
She can't rent a car. That's a great point.
If Leonardo DiCaprio will fuck you, you can't be with Nick. Hold on.
There you go.
And I think the fact that he's not legally married to any of them is another insanely red flag. That is what scares me. Because he can just walk right out the door.
The wedding day. And it's like, of all these women, it's the burden of everything is on these women. The burden of marriage and to work it out with two women is on them. The burden of the financial responsibilities,
the stress of life, right?
All of that shit
giving
is on
birth,
them. Giving birth, fucking a guy every other night in a group bed. I mean, there's
it seemed all fine and dandy until I really saw when I saw them at the altar and you see like a group of people and then this guy in this goofy outfit with this goofiness and how they're all sobbing. How embarrassed. That's on poor Danielle. Can you imagine if you were on this show and in 10 years when she's out of this sobbing like that? Her parents failed.
When the pregnant one, what's her name? Jennifer? Jen? Is that her name? When she was like, I want to bow down to you, king of our hearts. I was like, here we fucking go with the cult shit. Bow down to the unemployed person who's not legally married to any of you.
See, they got us all until they get around other people. And when you see them out in the light of day.
It's great. And her with the belly out and the crop top.
That was ridiculous.
All of their outfits were
our daughter.
Next level. Oh my God.
I mean, I don't care who's best friends. That's nobody's baby. But once that baby comes out, I mean, God, get more power to her if she can really be like so sharing with everything.
I mean, look, we saw a timid little Danielle come fully into the cult to where now she's ready for the fourth wife. Like they're like at the wedding, they're like, oh, we got to find her somebody to marry. It's like, here we go. And she's like excited. And she loves them all.
I need to know more about her background. So whose family was there? Not Danielle's, right? I couldn't really figure. They said it really quick. And
April's family definitely wasn't there. I don't know about the rest of them.
Right. April's family doesn't talk to her. 36. It's not that she.
Mind when I saw that.
It's just her vibe is so much older.
Her vibe is so old.
Like she has strawberry rep candies in her purse. It just.
I mean, I shouldn't have ruined it. I should have just asked you like point blank how old before I told you. But
I would have thought at least
40,
44, 45. Yeah.
Exactly.
Looks like she should smoke. She should start smoking a pack a day. And everybody on
pack a day vibes.
Everybody on no. Everybody on internet, on Twitter, on the internet, they say, look at his body language, and he never touches April.
No,
he only is into Jen.
He sometimes does, but yeah, Jen's his favorite. I mean, the fact that the woman who married them is their advisor, like just sketchy shit all around. Where it's like, this is all like, what's happening here?
She was hilarious.
Are you Kim Kardashian? What do you mean? Like, who advising you on what?
Kim Kardashian with the blonde hair and the ass out and the eyebrows. Move on with your life, Kim. Stop.
Hated it.
It looks ridiculous.
I don't find a random ass out to be hot like that.
No.
It seems weird. You know what I mean?
It's
if
so
you're naked,
porny.
Great. But like, why do we have to pull down your pants like you're the Copper Tone Kid?
Is that made for
appeal to me?
It's not made for straight men either. Straight men aren't looking at that. Gay men who don't want to stick your dick in there, and straight women don't either.
Who does that appeal to? I don't. Yeah,
Tyler.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ask Tyler his thoughts. Oh,
I don't know.
God, meant to bring it at the top of the hour. Thank you, everybody, for your fish isn't meat defense. So many of you feel like we do, and I appreciate it.
Someone said fish is flesh. Marshawn. So does that mean meat? That means meat. She thinks meat then, right?
Yeah. Again, I just like
it's quite the debate.
Yeah, it's a hot debate. If you guys didn't hear this was at our you're probably like, what the fuck are you talking about? Our Love After Lockup episode.
Is fish meat? Yeah.
As a category, would you say, like, if somebody said, hey, do you want some meat? And they okay, this is how I would think about it. If someone said, hey, would you like meat for dinner? And you're like, great.
Right.
And if someone laid down a fillet of salmon, I would be like, I thought you said we were having meat. This is fish.
I agree. Yeah. I agree with you.
That's how I think of it. That's like in a category. I understand technically it is a meat. But I'm just saying how we categorize life.
Acts like he's been alive 100 years and he'll fight to the death that it's meat. And he's not even like really like agreeing with just Tyler, his dad. He's just nuts about it. Then we got into another fight about they say that shampoo is considered a soap can be shampoo and it's interchangeable, and that I'm a dumbass bitch. Well,
I've used shampoo as soap, but I don't consider it the same.
But soap is not shampoo, and you need shampoo, and there's stupid guys, But that's another debate. We're all just driving around, just screaming, fighting about.
I love it. I love a debate about random shit like that, though, because you can go for hours. Just like our pillow, we bonded with Gary Janetti over asking him how many pillows do you sleep with? I love it. Question.
Yeah,
it's like that's what
think about it every night.
The minute details.
And I'm training my kids to be one pillow people.
Freaks.
Sick. They get so scared. Like, don't give a kid a pillow. They can't be 15 until they have a pubic hair. They can have a pillow.
I know.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what made me think of this last night in the bath. Like, this is why kids are nuts. Like, Sterling had created this like tower or something, and then he was like, "Do you want a present?" And then he went to give it to me and just like knocked me in the face with this, like, with a piece of the thing, and I was just like, "Ow!" I'm trying not to cuss. I'm like sitting there, I'm like, "Damn it!" And then he's like this close to my face. He's right there. He's like, "You didn't like your present?" I'm like, "No, I like what the no. You literally almost knocked me out." Like, it's just like kids are nuts. The way their brains work. It's like
they really are.
Talking about. Oh, God. Oh, did you notice they called Danielle their Care Bear?
Yes. Oh my God. Thank you for bringing that up. The wedding was nice. The girls make a lot of money. It was nicer than some housewives. It wasn't terrible.
It was a nice
or some other weddings we've seen on reality or Love After Lockup. It was Love After Lockup vibe wedding. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it kind of was one tier above.
Yeah.
They had lights. They had an ambiance.
I love that his brother isn't into it either.
Looks like a twin.
Yeah, it really does.
It bothered me that Danielle couldn't wear a bra on her wedding day. Like she needed a little support.
Yes.
Front.
I don't know how anyone can't wear a bra, but
them dancing together was great. I honestly, even though it was only two couples, I was compelled the entire episode. I thought it was a good ending.
Was good.
I'll take it.
Yeah. But it pisses me off that we watched. Wrap us up with at least couples. Tasha somehow. There was just nothing there, right?
Yeah, you can't even give us like did they give us a one pager like Housewives?
They did.
They didn't do last week. They did.
Yeah. No, they did this episode. They wrapped everybody up.
The other people.
Tasha and them working with K1 Visa. They went to Philippines and visited Ariel. The whole family.
How did I miss it?
Yeah. I don't know. Steve and what's her face?
It's coming to me now. I did see it. Yeah.
Are dating the high school sweetheart. She is so dumb. Could she be any? So he's such a manipulating psychopath. That Steve.
Yeah, I mean,
who are the other ones?
There's a heavy undertone to all of these relationships of like these men being
running the show.
Yeah,
right. And abusive in a way.
Yeah, very.
Because they're getting sex with another woman. At the end of the day, you can't. A man's a man. That's what they're looking for.
Let us say again, Nick does not leave the home. Has no remote job. He has no job, and they think he's a fucking genius, and he gets to sleep with all of them whenever he wants.
I wonder when the last time was he had sex with April.
When their kid is that their kid? The son.
That's not her. That's not his biological kid, though.
Okay.
I think it's hers.
Okay.
He seems nice. He seems okay. And then what age was she having that kid? What situation was she in when she met Nick? And how did it go from 1 to 2 with him?
20, 23.
So she was a young buck. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. God. Bless the hearts of people who had kids in their 20s. I don't know how people did it.
They seem like the type of people I go to do a
20s.
notary and the windows aren't open.
Yeah.
I need fresh air.
Yeah.
I can't. Some people, they don't open their windows.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Some people don't. A lot of people don't.
Even sunlight.
Yeah.
If I have the air on, I need sunlight. It's very depressing to me. It makes me at least feel like but I got 2 dogs. So it's just like, I need fresh air. They just are nasty.
God, yeah. The dog smell take over.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's a wrap on the Seeking Sister Wife. We hope you guys enjoyed the season.
Fantastic ending.
We really.
I
thought it was a good season. Excellent.
This what made me laugh at the wedding was the 3 brides on the cake. It's like, this shit's weird.
Yeah, it's good.
Them walking down the aisle. It was
I
wild.
would love to go to a
I would die
wedding, though, just to see
specifically
just to
that one
talking shit in the corner and like everybody.
You were right. Danielle made it to the finish line. She's still there too. Their Instagram, she's there.
Great,
she's in.
Great, good for her.
I can't believe it. How long will she last? I wonder.
She'll wake up.
Don't get legally bound, Danielle.
She's gonna get tied down to the next recruit. That's
I wonder
the strategy.
if they use Nick as a dependent on their taxes.
They have to, right? Can multiple people? No, that's a technical question.
Yeah.
Okay. You already know. All right, guys. We love you. We'll be back before you know it. Bravo, Love After Lockup. The train continues. Love you.
See you guys.